Hi guys, welcome back to another Matchbox Garage video. I'm Rob and today I shall be attempting to take this Husky Jaguar MK10 from shabby to shiny. Now I only just picked this car up yesterday, but in the bag of cars, to be honest, there was a lot of cars, but this one just shouted at me to say, please restore me, please customise me, and I got on it straight away. And it's a favourite kind of Jaguar of mine. I've had a Jaguar in the past, and this to me is a beautiful Jaguar. And if you like this video, it reaches 2,000 likes, this one could be yours. This one's going to be customised today. I've got no way of gold plating this car, and I went to the community tab and asked you guys for help on that, plus over on the Facebook page as well. So yeah, sit back and enjoy this one because, well, it's kind of like my new favourite car. But I don't start by drilling down the centres because it's a Husky and I've never taken apart a Husky before, so not knowing what I'm actually going to be dealing with, I've just taken off the flange of these rivets. So it's got like 2 tabs at the front and then 2 rivets at the back, and it puts up a little bit of a fight, this one. And there she goes. So like I say, I've never taken apart a Husky, so don't know what to expect, how this is put together. But as you can see straight away, the reason why it was sitting so low, a little bit of, well, I say damage, or probably more so just movement with the suspension type here. And it does easily kind of go back into place. But it's actually come off in its entirety at the moment, which is fine. It pops back on, but I'll keep it off for now. But a lot of these Huskies that I have, I've probably got maybe 10 or so, and they're all plastic bases. This is the only one with the metal base, and that's why it's taken kind of priority over the other Huskies to be restored today. Bright yellow interior, it won't be staying like that. The wheels are a bit on the basic side, but they will be staying. They just need to be kind of tidied up a bit. Now they are in a kind of dark grey rather than black. The window section there, thankfully no kind of cracks or scratches, and that will clean up nicely. But yeah, quite a funky kind of finish on this car. But let's get into something that's a bit more me. So with my foot-long hot dog jar, goes into some boiling water and a tablespoon of caustic soda. Quite interesting to see the instant change, not necessarily the paint coming off, but all of that chrome, that kind of gold chrome, has disappeared instantly. And then we're left with like a brownish kind of tinge, and then before your very eyes that brownish tinge then comes off, and then we're left with a lovely cream colour. And it was at this point, because to be honest I didn't know what colour to actually paint this car. Now I did, before I start this, like I say, I went to the community tab, went to the Facebook page, and it was at this point that I thought, do you know what, this would have been lovely in a kind of creamy colour. But you guys decided on something else today. But whilst that's kind of cooling off to one side, I'll put the plastics now into some warm soapy water. And then the interior there, like I say, that's going to be getting painted today. But it looks as good as new. And then the interior glass, give that a dip in the Pledge Revive It floor polish. Give it a little dip or a little tap on the napkin there, and it looks as good as new. So now I've got my little helping hands, thanks to Orc 1976 recently. But I'm holding the wheels in here, and I'm just gonna, they're in good condition. They just seem a bit dull. So I'm just going to use some Tamiya lacquer to tidy those up. And then it's probably been 10, maybe 15 minutes. You know, it's still warm to the touch, but as you can see, all that paint had come off. And although there was no paint on the base, I wanted to. There was I don't know. There was something in the corners, and yeah, the caustic soda got that off, whatever it was. And of course, the main cast in here, you can start to really see some of the designs in that, some of the kind of cut lines and what have you. But using Ella's tool, buffed it up, and I think you'll agree it looks quite nice. So I'll reach for my Tamiya Fine Surface Primer in white, and we'll give this a good going over. So start from the inside out, making sure to cover the arches on the underside there, and then just a good old sweep across all surfaces. That's as simple as that. And then for the interior, I didn't want to use this. This is a white matte, and this is kind of almost to not necessarily replace the Tamiya, but as maybe a backup. But I didn't want to use it on the main kind of casting as you know, as a test. So I thought it would be a good opportunity to use it now on the interior, and actually it does go on pretty well. And yeah, I will perhaps on the next one try it out as a primer. It's not going to stay in white, but it'll make it a lot easier later on to paint it. Now, like I say, the Facebook page and the community tab, two very clear winners in the colours. One was the dark green stroke British racing green, and the others just wanted the gold. So what I do, I just give it a bit of each. We'll try and use the dark green with like a gold fleck in there. And it's sitting to the side of me at the moment. It's evening time now, so I can't show you in the sunlight, but boy, it yeah, it kind of dances around in the sun. So squirting a good amount of the gold in there, even though my big dumb hand is in the way. But there you go. Good amount of gold. So we'll swish this up and add the appropriate amount of thinner, just to try and make it like the consistency of milk before spraying it out in the airbrush. But yeah, this is what we're going to be going with, kind of. And put it all in the airbrush, and I'm instantly feeling a problem. It's almost like a pulsating, so it's kind of like the paint is it's yeah, unsure what's going on here. You can see, you know, before it even started, but anyway, I've kind of sprayed out a load of paint, so you can really see the green and the gold just on the napkin there. But I've then kind of gone across, and I thought, right, yeah, now it's okay. I've cleaned the needle, and no, something very wrong with my airbrush. I wondered, and I thought, no, let's not muck around. And I spent an hour. So this is an hour later now. I spent an hour taking the whole thing apart, giving it a full, thorough clean. Unsure what it was, but yeah, it seemed to do the trick anyway. Still come out a little unusual. I think when I mix the paints with the kind of metal colours, they kind of maybe separate almost, rather than blend nicely together. It's strange. You know, looking at the car finished now, you wouldn't know it, you wouldn't think it, but yeah, it's almost like the green sits on top of the gold instantly. But I probably put 3 coats on, and it's now perhaps 6 or 7 hours later. So normally I do it the following day, but it's a Sunday, so I started off in the morning and then kind of had the day to myself, and then back in the evening tonight. But yeah, there's the wheels back in place. A little bit of Citadel Nuln oil in the front grille there. And the windscreen has dried nicely. I kind of set all this above a radiator so that it dries. And this is the casting there. And like I say, you don't really see the kind of gold so much, but yeah, I promise you it's quite a nice little fleck. And then, like I say, in the interior, I've painted up in in a brownish colour. But anyway, it's a little reminder of what she looked like. And this is the final result. So now I've put on a few more details around the front there, the headlights, some other grille sections. Everything's together now. You can see the shine on those wheels, the kind of brown interior on the inside, and then around the back, painted in the rear taillights, rear number plate, and a little bit of chrome kind of on the perhaps the rear handle there. But yeah, 1965 to 1967 was this casting come out. So yeah, it's over 50 years old, and I think I've given it a new lease of life today. But remember, 2,000 likes, this one could be yours. So give this video a like, comment down below, and I must admit I'd like to keep it, but hey. But anyway, I just want to thank my patrons for your huge support, and everybody else for watching. Thanks very much, and I'll see you on the next one.